Maybe. Wait. Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Have you ever thought of people being able to breathe underwater or fly through the air without machines? Have you ever imagined a world with no disease or a scarcity for food? All this and more can be made possible through gene modification. Before we talk about gene modifications, let us first understand what is a gene. We all know that every living thing is made up of cells. Cells contain chromatin, which is made up of DNA. A small portion of DNA that codes for proteins is called a gene. Am I right, Dr. Kohler?
Yes, you're right.
A gene is like a recipe book. Using this recipe, all living organisms make proteins. Proteins decide the characteristics and functions of a gene, of an organism. Let us assume there is a gene that has a recipe to make chicken curry. If I add potato to the recipe, I will end up with chicken vindaloo, like adding a gene. If I replace the chicken with mushroom in the recipe, I will end up with mushroom curry, like switching a gene. Or if I don't put chicken at all, I will end up with plain curry, like subtracting a gene. So, once scientists understood the concept of a gene, they tried to modify it according to their needs and succeeded significantly. In humans, the most promising benefit of gene modification is in the field of medicine. New drugs and vaccines are being made, hoping to cure many diseases, such as cancer in the future. New body parts are being made, such as hearts, livers, and kidneys, and lungs. The unborn fetus with genetic defects can be treated with genetic therapy even before it's born. Bigger, faster, and healthier food crops can be made thanks to this technology. Genetically engineered microorganisms help in the process of cleaning of waste and pollution. Also, genetically engineered animals have a better yield of meat and milk products. With all these benefits, there is no doubt that genetic modification is a revolution to mankind. But it can also have devastating effects. If a parent wanted a perfect child, they can get them from a scientist and abandon their real children. I hope I'm not one of them. If there's any genetic error, a perfect man can easily become a monster or supervillain. If it falls in the wrong hands, they can use it to do bad things, such as give themselves superpowers. Genetic modification also has many moral and ethical issues involving religion, which questions whether man has the right to control nature, like God. Another big issue is money. A certain group of people are trying to make money using these techniques. A recipe can either be made by your mom, your wife, or by yourself. You all know which one will taste the best. Thank you.
Adish Bomani, ladies and gentlemen.